Okay, we're in the bungalow basement and we have this interesting hole. So I thought I would do a separate video just about that because it's pretty interesting. We're not sure why it's here. It turns out it's about, well, if I use my foot, it's about a little over 2 feet by 2 feet. It goes down a good 8 feet, maybe 10 feet even. And it's concreted on the sides, at least at the top part. The bottom foot does not appear to be concreted. Now, it did have a mud floor or bottom. I poured some granite pieces in that were left over from the floor when I was breaking apart. Now, the other thing I noticed was there was these holes on the side. You can see one right there. I may have mentioned this before, and one right here. Well, the cool thing is if you sit down here, you put your first foot there and then the second foot way down there, and you can like climb right into it. So that's how I cleaned out the bottom. I think I mentioned that before. But the interesting thing is, so right here is where they put the plug in for the washing machine, the clothes washer. So was this where they dumped the water? You know, this was in 1950, this was built. The other thing I'm looking at right now, it doesn't look like the hole is totally squared off to the foundation. That's interesting. Was this just a dry well in case it was a wet basement? We've never seen water sitting in it. On really, really wet days, lots of rain, it's damp. It's always damp. I never have seen it dry, but I've never seen sitting water in it either. And I purposely looked on really wet days when there was sitting water on the lawn, bunch of sitting water, and yet down here there was not. I don't see any holes in the side where it drained out into something else, but I guess the bottom would have drained anyways. When I did step in it, it was kind of mushy, kind of muddy. But now with the stone, it's probably not. So it's interesting. What I'm going to do is make a cover for it, so we'll cover that. And then we have the drain around the outside. So if we were to get water in here, it should go into the hole. And that's where we're at with the hole. I don't know if we're getting radon from it. I do have a radon tester. We're going to be looking at that later. Although I wouldn't be able to prove it was coming from there probably. But we don't know what the level is here, so I hope it's low, but we don't know. So that'll be another issue. Well, I hope it's not an issue. It'll be another video. Okay, back to work.